What is good, everybody? It is your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. And on today's episode, I am going to give you 3 keys to a Chicago Bulls victory in Game 2, and it starts right now. Now, if you are new to the channel, please like the video. Please subscribe to the page because we do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. It's the only channel that's talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talk. So make sure that you get in tune with us, man. Now, Game 2 coming up, down 0-1 in this series. Bulls have to find a way to get a win here. To me, this is the biggest win they can get, especially with the fact that you can carry that momentum into Game 3 and 4 back in Chicago. So, here are my 3 keys to a Chicago Bulls victory over the Milwaukee Bucks. Key number 1, I need Zach LaVine to come out on fire in the beginning. We see a lot of times, right, Zach LaVine kind of lets other guys get going, kind of allows them to get their scoring going, their game going. Here's the problem. We haven't seen a lot of guys that can do that in this series, right? We haven't seen a lot of guys that have consistently been attacking in this series. And so for me, the biggest thing that the Chicago Bulls can do heading into this game is have Zach LaVine going early, because what it does when Zach LaVine's attacking the bucket, it puts the Bucks defense on their heels. It makes them kind of play back. What that does, that opens up shots for a lot of other people. And here's the thing. I know what you're saying, but Pat, you've been saying you got to get Vooch going because they're going to collapse the paint. I agree that that is still the case, but that pick and roll, pick and pop that Zach LaVine can play with Nikola Vucevic is going to be key to getting Vooch going as well, right? We saw Zach kind of try and work that in Game 1, and it worked a little bit between him and Vooch. And so I think that's going to be something that's key, getting Zach going early, because it allows other people to get going in that same manner, right? It allows his other teammates to play off of him, and I think that that's the best case scenario for the Chicago Bulls. If everybody's collapsing in on Zach, he kicks it out to the corner to Kobe White. Kobe White's right there, cash that mug up, tray ball. Now you got to make the shot, but at least it opens up those opportunities, right? Working from the inside out is always a good thing when you're playing against a team that's packing the paint, because it's going to force those big guys to have to run out and try to get out there to you on the 3-point line. And so for me, the biggest thing starting off this game, I need to see Zach LaVine being aggressive, getting himself going, because if Zach LaVine's going, that's going to be the best thing for the Chicago Bulls moving forward. Now, before I continue with the video, I want to know how you guys feel, man. Let me know in the comments below. What are your keys to a Chicago Bulls victory? I'll be down there talking with you as well. Key number 2 for me. Key number 2, I want to see how much this matters to DeMar, right? And the reason I say that, DeMar goes 6 for 25. We saw a little bit more of the ISO ball again. We saw him try to take some shots that might have been some ill-advised shots, hand in the face, Giannis closing out, things like that going into this, right? Instead, I want to see how much the winning matters to DeMar. Now, we heard DeMar DeRozan was in the gym all night working on the shot, trying to get the offense going. But can you be a part of the offense and not the reason for the offense if that means winning the game? And what I mean by that, the ISO ball slows down a lot of what the Bulls want to do. It allows the Bucks to get their defense set. It allows the Bucks to set up a better defense against you. It allows Giannis to get out there and get ready, protect the paint, all that good stuff, Brook Lopez to get ready, stuff like that, right? Whereas when the Bulls are on the run, when the Bulls are pushing the tempo, when they're pushing the ball down the court, you see that team just moves a little bit better, right? And you see that the Bucks defense reacts just a little bit slower to them when they do that. I want to see if DeMar DeRozan can kind of just be a part of the offense and not the reason for the offense. And the reason I say that, we just saw in last night's game, right? Steven Adams in that game versus Minnesota completely realizes that he can't stay in front of Cat the way they need to play him. Okay, how do we handle that? How do we make that move? What do we transition here? Well, we're not going to play you as much, Steven. And I'm not saying DeMar DeRozan shouldn't play, but you saw that the winning means more to Steven Adams than just being on the court. I want the winning to mean more to DeMar DeRozan than being the reason that the Chicago Bulls win. Because I can guarantee you, if you beat the defending champions, you're going to be a part of the accolades as well. Mark my words, you will. I guarantee it. I want DeMar to still be a part of the offense, right? I don't think that there's a offense on this team without DeMar DeRozan. I think that he is that guy that can be that X factor. He's that guy that can make those tough shots. And if the mid-range is falling, by all means, let's do it. But if the mid-range is kind of looking like it was the other night, if the offense is kind of looking like it was the other night, let's get the ball movement going. Let's have you be a part of the offense instead of being the reason for the offense. And I think that could breed a lot of success in this game too. And finally, my third and final key. Key number 3 for me, I mean, it's pretty simple. Knock down your shots. This has been a key for me, I don't know how long. But specifically, Nikola Vucevic. Listen, we brought him here to be this three-point threat. I know a lot of people are saying, well, oh no, why is Vooch shooting? Stop shooting, Vooch. Please, you went 2 for 10. It's awful. But that's the only way when that's the shot they're giving you. And when the guy that came here shooting 38%, now he hasn't shot it that well this season, but when he was shooting it that well, that's a game-changing shot for you, because you saw on the 2 threes that they made, all of a sudden the interior opens up and it changes things for those guys that want to drive to the bucket that we know that we have on our team, right? So the biggest thing that you can do in this situation is try and find a way to get Vooch those same open looks, which I think will be there. But Vooch, you have to knock them down, because it's forcing Brook Lopez and Giannis to step out on you and respect your game. Now, you still had a little bit of success with it because Vooch was able to knock down the mid-range. They had to pull out a little bit, but not as much as when you saw him knock down those 3 balls. When he knocked down those 3 balls, you instantly saw Alex Caruso be able to get inside. You instantly saw Kobe White be able to get inside, right? And when that 3-point shot is falling, and this kind of goes for Zach LaVine as well, like, those guys have to be the focal point and the leaders on the 3-point end. Because if you start getting just some of them going, all of a sudden you see we always see that domino effect come, right? When somebody's just cashing, all of a sudden the offense becomes contagious. You got to find a way to get this offense going. I think that goes back to my first key with getting Zach LaVine going early, because he's a fire starter for this offense. But I need to see Vooch knocking down those 3 balls. Unfortunately, for a lot of us who don't want to see him do it, he has to take those shots. Like, the logic in me understands he has to take those shots. Would I rather see him in the paint, going to work, banging on Brook Lopez, just throwing that mug up, that little hook shot, killing him with it? Absolutely. I love seeing Vooch down there dominate. But to do what's best for the team, he does have to step out at a minimum and take the 15 to 20 footer and probably a 3-point shot as well. So we need to see those start falling from Vooch, man. And those are my 3 keys to a Chicago Bulls victory in game 2. And if we can do those things, we head into game 3 with momentum on our side, coming back to the UC, and the building is rocking. That's what I want to see, man. Let's do it. See Red Nation, stand up. But I want to know how you guys feel, man. Let me know in the comments below. I'll be down there talking with you as well. As always, man, to continue watching our Chicago Bulls content, click the links on the screen or check the links in the description below. What are your keys to a Chicago Bulls victory? Let me know. I want to talk with you down there as well. As always, man, it's your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Peace.